And we're still staying in the bosom of the law, and a justice of the Court of Appeal, Justice Dennis Ejay, has justified the new court filing fee, saying those who cannot afford should opt for legal aid service. But in a reaction, the acting president of the Young Lawyers Forum, Ghana, Roxy Nelson Demako, insists the new fees will negatively affect pro bono services.
The upward adjustment of the filing fees was effected on March 2, 2015. Justice Dennis Ejay explained how the rules of court committee arrived at the new fees.
We looked at the economic realities on the ground to fix the legal or the filing fees. The factors they took into consideration included access to justice, ability to pay. They were premised on reliable statistics and facts on the ground.
He indicated the rules of the court committee had been working for barely 2 years before pegging the new fees.
It wasn't a thing which started just a month ago and was implemented. It took them quite some time to deliberate and come out with a reasonable amount.
According to him, the legal aid service is for those who cannot afford, but lawyer Roxy Nelson Dafemapo says pro bono services will be affected.
You paid only 10 pesos when you tender each document that you are relying on to prove your case. But because of CI 86, now we are paying 10 cedis. It certainly will affect the number of cases they can handle, number one, the effectiveness with which they can handle them, and by and large it will therefore affect the access of our cause for justice.
A member of the Constitutional Legal Committee of Parliament, George Lowe, noted the fees will help streamline cases sent to court.
It has been brought to Parliament, they have come to defend it before the appropriate committee, and that the services they are offering, the fees that people are paying, is no longer able to cater appropriately for the service. I can conveniently say that in Ghana we have one of the cheapest regimes in terms of legal services. I also am of the view that if you make legal services so cheap, people go to court for frivolous things.
Lawyer Roxy Nelson Dafemapo explained the increment wasn't the issue but the quantum. But will there be a review?
We are establishing our concerns. We are of the view that a time will come where the rules of court committee in question may likely want to take a serious view of the concerns that have been raised, look at them, and maybe go back to further amend CI86 by way of downward review of some of those fees.
It is in full force like any other law. So the rules of court committee even alone cannot sit here to say that we are revising it. They cannot. It must go back to Parliament.